Okay, for this problem, you have the wrong equation written there. So the equation should be C equals your principal times 1 plus your rate divided by the number of times you're doing it per year. So you're compounding continuously here to the n times t, where n is again the number of times you're compounding each year. So continuous means that you're going to do it every day. So if you're doing it every day, there's 365 days a year. So what you're going to do is you're going to substitute that n by 365. So C equals $1,400 times 1 plus your rate is 3%, so it's 0.03 divided by the 365 days, because that's the rate that you're going to get per day, raised to the power of 365 times the number of years, which is 5. So you're going to multiply that out. And this is how you do this problem. Now, I'm not going to do the numbers, the actual numbers, because you can do that on your calculator. But what I need to make sure that you understand is that if it's compounded quarterly, that means that there are 4 quarters every year, just like there are 4 quarters every school year. So your n, that means n equals 4. If you have semi-annually, that means twice a year, so n equals 2. If you have bi-weekly, that means there are 52 weeks per year, so that would mean that it's 26 weeks instead of 52 because it's every other week, so that would be your n. So you need to make sure that you understand when you are compounding your interest so that you know what your n equals, and this is your answer. Now, the reason why this equation works sometimes is because your n equals 1. So you're only doing it once a year. So that's why some of the problems in the book do work when you do it that way. But most of the time, if it's compounded differently, you need to make sure that you take into consideration that n, and then you do it that way. So it's the same equation, just make sure that you put the r over n and then you put the tn or the nt into the equation, and then you substitute just like you would any other problem.